All right, guys, we're talking about Season 3, Episode 4 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now, this is exactly what I wanted from the last episode.
Oh, damn.
Where Lee Major's character doesn't feel like some bullshit. Like,
Okay.
so I hate the last episode a little less because this episode happened.
You even said, well, maybe, you might have even said, well, he might come back as a ghost. And like, my thoughts on that were, this show doesn't have ghosts. That doesn't make any sense. And he's back as, he's basically like,
Well, 'cause
hey, Luke, like, he's like, see.
it felt like such a waste to bring him, bring
Yes,
his character
exactly.
back, to
Right.
have him not even be his character.
Yes.
And I was like, that's such a weird thing to do.
Right.
But now it makes a little bit more sense.
I think he holds up his head or something like that because he's chopping him up. I thought the head was going to start talking, and that was going to be the way we were going to do this. But still, we like get to the same point.
But this is like pretty much exactly what I would have asked for. If you're like, we're going to
Yes.
bring him back. I'm like, oh, cool, like a ghost to give us some cool stuff.
oh, like a ghost, you know.
Because part of my disappointment was you brought him back and we didn't learn like any of that stuff. Like,
Exactly. So like this supposedly was the thing he was trying to tell
yeah,
him.
this was that bit.
Was that there were lost
which is
pages in
weird,
the
and I don't know
basement.
that like the setup met with the payoff.
They didn't know what the thing was going to be when he said it,
that
and
was
they
probably
said,
it.
I guess it's this now.
Yeah.
So, again, though, we have nice, like,
it works
bookends.
though because it's
We're done.
closure, and I'm fine.
We like closure
and how
on
cool
this
is it to
show.
find a basement? So Ash's dad at one point was approached by I almost called him a Knight of Serbia.
Knights of
What are they
Serbia.
called?
The Sumeria.
Yeah, the Sumerian something or others.
The
Whatever
Kni-
they are.
The Knights of Fight the Evil.
Yeah, okay. He approached one of them, and they were looking for Ash, his son, about this prophecy and problem and the evil and Ruby and whatever. And
And that guy has the missing pages, or how does
he
that
had
work?
missing pages.
Okay.
He's like, I have these pages. Ash has to see them, or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then like he kicks that guy down the stairs and kills him. Not really, but technically.
He mortally wounds him. He was eating my spam.
Yeah.
From the thing, yeah.
Yes, that guy. Who knows how long that guy was down there for? It's weird to
He had
think.
crawled all the way over to some other part, written all that stuff, eaten
Yeah.
all that spam.
It could,
yeah.
because he could have been alive for a long time.
I can't believe he wasn't making noise.
That's what I'm saying,
Well,
like-
okay. He implies, like, and I closed the store and never went back or some bullshit like that.
Oh, does he say that?
It's implied. This is not a very clean, like, execution.
I assumed he closed it for
Basically.
the day and went drinking and came back the next day.
No.
Interesting.
There's a line of dialogue in his storytelling, like, dubbed in over it or something that's like, well, and that was the end for me, or some crazy thing. It's it doesn't make any sense.
It's very cool to find out you have a basement, like out of nowhere. I
Okay.
like that.
I was like, what?
It's
You
actually a
keep
very
saying that.
large basement. It's kind of creepy. It's got
There-
like some unfinished bits.
There's
and-
like a broken out brick piece, so it kind of looks like this is a situation where part of that basement is like the like neighbor's lot's basement.
Yeah,
and
something.
it's like broken out in between, and like they don't have access to it on their side or whatever.
Yeah.
like a owner like unit or something. So I was like, that's interesting. That's a weird detail to put
no,
in.
it's
I like
pretty
that.
cool. I like that. It reminded me of like, okay, now we're gonna go to where the Ninja Turtles live. Like I was like, awesome. But that,
Abandoned subway tunnel.
aside from the fact that you just gained a basement and the pages of the book that you no longer possess that are seemingly very powerful,
Yeah.
you have now like a portal, it seems, that leads
Yeah.
to the dark side. Of
Well,
the world.
okay, the wall is like a portal. You see Rachel, Brandy's musician friend, and you're like, that's what she was just hiding in the music room. But I like
Yeah.
that about Ash. She's like in there screaming and like a little thing.
Well, I think all the
Then,
souls that have been
yes.
taken are right there.
I actually
and
like
some
that.
like root demon.
Then Roots, Vines, whatever come out and like fight him, and that's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I really like the idea that when the Deadite takes you over and you haven't already died, your like immortal soul gets like displaced and is trapped somewhere now.
Sure.
That's cool. I like that a
Or
lot.
even if they kill you, it might do
well,
the same thing.
either way, I don't know how it
yeah,
works,
they didn't
but
explain it, and maybe
yeah.
never will. But
they never will.
But it's a
nice little.
It's a cool little cherry to
It's
put
a
on
nice
top
little
of this
drop.
Sunday of fun.
Because we've like thought this whole time, what are the rules? How does it work? Like once someone's possessed, can you unpossess them? Seems like you can, but how does that work, right? So like, it's
Yeah.
interesting to me. I like it. It's a nice little detail
Sure.
in a show that's pretty loose with its details.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
But yeah, so he has those pages, has the basement, has the story. We lose his dad again, so I guess he only had so much time on this plane of existence. Got one last jab in before he goes.
Nah, just kidding.
Gonna make a great dad.
Really, Pop? It's like, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have liked him to stick around as a ghost because he actually seemed like he was doing some ghostly things that could have been useful. Like, he's like kind of scouting. He's popping over there. He's doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't actually. I can't help you, idiot. I'm dead. Or whatever.
I'm a ghost. I got nothing. This whole thing. Yeah. No, and like part of this might be Lee Majors and having him and his schedule or whatever.
Sure he's older too. I don't know if you can have him all the time.
I don't know if he wants to do it. I would have liked. Ash has the moth like in a jar, and that's the like anchor to this plane of existence. And like Dad can show up every now and then because the moth is like connecting them, and he can bring the moth in a jar everywhere.
That could be interesting.
Because now the moth is just gone. Why was there a whole CG moth for no reason? I hate it.
I don't know.
I like when things become other things later.
Yeah.
I had this weird thing with writing. I don't know.
No, I enjoyed this episode a lot, actually.
It was a good episode.
I thought this was good.
Fine.
I thought bringing him back now to do like in service of how poorly you brought him back in the last episode, like really solved the issue that I had.
Now it feels like a part 1 and like a part 2, and it makes sense. And I like that. And this is kind of what I've been advocating for the show to do more anyway, is end where I'm like, wait, what? And then pick it up and I go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which
rather
is a nice...
than all the containment they do where you keep losing things.
Nice
and some of their best ones have carried over, like the Shaky Demon.
Yeah, right? Where you find out something, wait, what? And then the next, it makes you want to click next.
Yeah.
Some of these episodes end and you're like, that was crazy. And you're like, okay.
A lot of them end where you can end. And this could have led to, like, I don't know, ultimately how they got canceled maybe, was there wasn't enough of, like, what happens next week? Like, too many self-contained episodes maybe?
Yeah.
Because, like, other shows, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I need to know what happened right now. You just left me with the biggest cliffhanger. This show doesn't really do that.
No. And we've criticized shows for doing it too much or leaning into that too much.
Yeah.
But I think you need a little bit of that.
A little.
There's a saying like you can't make any music without some tension on the string or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you need something to like something, right? And if
once
it's
you play
too
the
flat,
jug,
then
you need none.
Then you just need a big jug. While this is all happening, we cut to Ruby. The book is like, my pages! And like starts bleeding, and then some chick in the book is like, you must free me, and there's a whole thing.
Yeah, it seemed like a friend of hers is probably on equal footing as her in power-wise, but Ruby's had 1,000 years or whatever on Earth to not die.
Yeah. Ruby's like, I'll bring you back when I find a suitable host or whatever.
And
then
this
it,
also
and then it cuts
solves
to Brandy.
the problem.
Yeah.
Where I was like, well, they showed this guy like he was a main character, and they killed him off so quickly.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're going to put this evil chick in that guy's body. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Who, Dalton?
Yeah, I'm thinking, isn't he?
No, he blows his head off.
Oh, that's right.
No. I thought so. Because she says, find a suitable host. Then she goes to interrogate Dalton. And she actually does a little
Dalton
voodoo
shoots his
on
own
him.
head off.
Yes.
That's what it was, yeah.
He goes for the gun, and like...
I guess I just added what I wanted to see here.
Yeah. No. I think that they were pointing to that. I'm gonna cover for you here. I think that they were pointing for that. I think that the suitable host is like Brandy, because there's a line later. Once the prophesized one is killed at the hands of his own offspring, even the dark ones will not be able to stop us.
Well, yeah, and that could be a nice swing direction for it's not the baby that you thought it was. It's actually his offspring, like not this fake offspring that you.
I was jumping to like the other one. Yeah, I thought he was gonna like Brandy gets possessed maybe by that chick in the book, and then that's the conflict.
Yeah, no, that makes. But like I feel like she thinks that her baby.
She thinks that it's her X-24 clone.
Yeah.
Who does have a chainsaw hand? I'm so upset. It looks so bad. I can't wait to see it.
It's not like a true chainsaw.
No, it's just like a wiggly.
I didn't get a good look at it, but
no.
Yeah.
So like last time you said I think there's a chainsaw hand, but they're not really like trying to show it or whatever. Here it's like in shots, but they're trying not to focus on it. Yeah. There's never like a close up.
It looks almost like a spiky tentacle,
or like one of those big foam fingers that you have. Yes, it looks. I think it looks kind of bad. If it's like functional, that'll be even crazier. But I doubt it is. Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It can't. Well, it's a demon.
Hey man,
it can do anything.
His mouth gets real big.
Yeah, but there's a difference between I get big versus like skin leaves and comes back around through my other skin. Like
you don't have to convince me how science works. I'm just saying.
That's demonology, actually.
Demon science?
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, I wrote down. He does have an organic chainsaw arm, all capitals. That's so anime. And so not just anime, everything has this tradition of like the good guy has whatever powers and the bad guy has like the same powers but different. and usually better because like his chainsaw, if it grows up to be a real chainsaw made of teeth and like tendons or something like that, it can't run out of fuel, get knocked off his arm, anything like that. And that's super. And like Marvel will do that too, where it's like you have like the same powers, but like the hero has to like recharge, and like he can only fight for like half an hour, but the bad guy can fight forever or some crazy, right? Because his is like a fake suit, or he's really paralyzed now, or whatever. So it reminded me of all that, or he's gonna grow up to be like, and yeah, it might be like a like toothy tentacle that he can like throw out and it will do something or whatever.
That would be cool.
Could be anything.
To me.
Yes.
Even if it was just like spiked club arm like that you did stuff with. Or drag it along someone like a saw, but not a chainsaw.
Right, kind of, and like you see kind of like teeth coming out of it, like sharky teeth and stuff. So, but again, like there's something about that, where it's like he's gonna be like younger, faster, ruthless, tougher, have like demon powers, and have one arm that's like dedicated to like utility, but it can't be knocked off or like it's all like it's so.
But it also can't interchange to be a hand. For two-handed things.
And they show that in this episode where he's like, chainsaw, yes, and she's like, no. Oh God, and all that stuff. Ash ends up at the real lady that Ruby's impersonating's house.
Yes.
And he finds the foreign lady there and all that stuff. And,
him taking apart that sink and trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
The sink pipe like burps up like a bunch of blood at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that happened.
Well, when you wash enough blood off, it gets stuck in the P-trap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why it happened. And like, I'm not one to be like, the episode is ruined, plot hole. Why'd that happen?
That's more just demon bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the house.
But it kind of like breathes out dust or mist, and then like a big thing pops out.
Yeah.
Kind
of
of
weird. I have no answer for you. I thought that was a little strange myself.
I think it's a little strange.
Seeing walls bleed and shit happen in the show, I'm like, that's just what they do. That's just
what happens.
Yeah, someone just wrote, that'd be cool. Yeah.
I like his, relax, large foreign person. Like, whatever. Oh, no! She's doing her stupid thing. Yeah.
I have experience killing kids or something, he says.
Don't worry. I've done this before. Yeah, so that's where it ends, though. The kid screams, and he goes, well, it's Norway for up Schitt's Creek. And I'm like, okay, but fine. He's like, uh-oh, right? The light explodes. It all goes dark. The song starts playing.
Yeah. Ha! Well, and to travel back in time here a bit.
Yeah.
We got Possessed Pablo.
We left out a whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Possessed Pablo.
Pablo's a deadite.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
That's going to get solved.
Exactly.
Yeah, power of the book or something.
I feel because he has all the writing on him and stuff like that, and like the evil was always going to get him. Now it happens to have gotten him.
Yeah, he looks pretty good as Deadite.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that somehow Ash had time and money to change out all his windows for bulletproof glass.
Oh, no.
But it's like it's a trailer. Just tin.
I was going to say.
You just be like,
he can tear open the walls easier than the windows.
The impact he delivered to those windows should knock the frame
window
in.
out.
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But I'm okay with it.
I was going to say, we don't have to be scientists about RVs. Yeah, he looks good as a Deadite. I think they put more time into it when it's like a main character becoming a Deadite.
Yeah, you're going to see it for a little while.
Yeah. So
I liked when he bit her and then she turned into him.
Did you think it was going to happen?
Yeah.
I thought so too. When he's like, color, and all that stuff, and then she takes it off. I love that the mouth and like the face grow. So like, number one, to have a mouth growing out of a bite is really cool. Yeah. And then for it to have his fucking mustache, it looks so dumb, where he's just like, rah!
That's what's genius about it.
That's amazing. I know. That's like a perfect, whatever.
I like that a lot, actually. I liked her, I liked that the daughter came back and didn't just get away and we didn't see her this episode.
Yes.
I thought that was important. To deliver more character development about like, no, Ash isn't actually a bad guy. Yes, he's a drunk, he's a murderer, he's blah blah, but he does it for to help people.
Yeah,
this and that.
Nice development between Brandy and Kelly, because Kelly even says like, hey, evil killed my parents too. It sucks. Anyway, now you're in this world now. The world you know of is just a candy coated topping. Now we're in the cake, bitch, and it's a whole thing, right? So you're like, okay.
They have the dagger.
Yeah,
that's cool. Like when she's going through his drawers. It's just old people shit.
Yeah. It's full of old people
like
shit.
Gold Balm and fucking like teeth glue.
Ben Gay and denture cream and whatever. Yeah, it's wonderful. That I like left that as like a side thing because that takes up a fair amount of time in the episode.
It does,
but not a lot to talk about there.
No, it's
they'll obviously
there's a part
solve
where
the problem.
He burst through the front windshield of the truck. I thought was interesting. I was like, okay, they're doing some cool effects here, and things are happening. Like he disappears, he's back on the car, shit's happening. You're like, okay, like this was like choreographed. I was okay with it. And there's a moment where it's like, where's the dagger? oh, it's right here. Like, I thought it was like a really weird thing to do it, but I also thought that subverted like every other thing that like you would have expected to happen there. Because like that's the moment where like it would be Pablo outside with a knife, or like oh it's out of reach, or I can't like one thing like he's coming in, you can just barely get to it. Oh, I can reach it, I can get it. And then like get it at the last moment, but it's like got it.
I know.
And I was like, that's such a fun thing to do
because they show it falling, and you think, okay. I thought they were gonna try to get away, and the dagger would be like under the like under the brake pedal or something. Some crazy thing would happen. Yeah, exactly. And no, she just goes, never mind.
Got it.
Got it. Got the keys. Okay. All right, that whole thing. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So we are gonna probably pick up in that.
Most definitely, right from
with
Ash,
the kid. Yeah. Hopefully, we see what the hell happens there.
Yeah, get a better look at his
disgusting chainsaw arm. The kid's growing fast. I wonder how far we're gonna get, and if it will be Ash playing, Bruce Campbell playing him as an adult, or if they'll do something else.
I wonder.
I don't know.
We'll see.
He was created very shortly in the image of the prophesized one. I don't know how tight that is or whatever. But I think either way,
or if he gets killed before he ever gets to that point.
That would be disappointing, but I guess we have to do that.
Because he might die this episode.
He might die
this
right now.
Episode,
Yes, that would be awesome. Because that would leave it open for that thing we talked about with his offspring, this vague prophecy thing. Yeah. We got a few irons in the fire now. And again, we've solved the Dalton problem that we were so concerned about.
I'm still wondering, though, if we have solved it.
You think he'll be back?
I just because he seemed like... because he didn't make it very far into the show.
It seemed like a weird mishandling.
Like there were like enamel pins of his face given out at Comic-Con. Yeah.
Dag. That's dumb. Okay, maybe he will come back. That's weird though.
Very.
Although this season we've established that people can come back either as ghosts or as zombies or whatever, right?
Yes.
Who are like legit dead.
My thought is maybe he'll come back as a ghost.
Yeah.
Or something. Or you'll talk to him through the wall maybe or something.
Yeah, you'll see him again. You should see him again. Because honestly, like, it makes no sense if you don't see him again. Because then this just feels like we had a cool idea of like someone who's like fighting the infection, blowing off their own head, and it was going to be Pablo. But we like Pablo. The fans like Pablo. Okay, add a new character who can do it or something like that.
Yeah, no.
Which would suck.
Because he didn't really teach us anything.
No.
So it's like, what was he there for?
No, and he wasn't even like he didn't even tell them evil was back. Because, someone read the book at the premiere and then everything went to shit.
Yeah, it just happened to be back.
Yeah, he just...
So he didn't
that's how he was like,
do anything at all, if that's the last time you see him.
Good times.
Yeah.
This is weird. I think you're right. I think that we're going to see him again in some form, and if we don't, this is a problem.
Yeah, like,
the Dalton
my
problem.
People know how to bring themselves back. And then we also meet the guy that died in the basement again or something. He's like, you idiot. You locked me in there with Spam. You ate my Spam.
It's all three of them like in the backseat fighting, and Ash is like, "Shut up back there, you dead fucks!" and drives around.
I would love that.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So that's this episode, guys. We even gave you a couple of predictions and some jokes about what we think might happen / will never happen. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching Just Daggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.